Hello, good evening. How are you tonight? I'm Michael O'Keefe, the movie mystic. Thanks for checking out this stream on Easter Sunday, April was it the 4th, 2021. So this is one of those streams where I don't talk about the upcoming broadcast. I just dive into a topic that I'm interested in. Some movie news or maybe just a retrospective. And on someone like last week I did the Andy Sedaris stream. It was last Sunday, and that was lots of fun. And you guys seem to be enjoying that. So thanks for tuning into that. And like I said in the last one, I'm going to do one of these a week. 2 or 3 I burn out, man. I'm just going to run out of content, but I'll do this once a week. So and I thoroughly enjoy it. Maybe in the future I'll start doing it more religiously, but I want to commit to just once a week so I don't, bite off more than I could chew. So I hope you're subbed to this YouTube channel. We're going to get into this super cool box set, something I'm really excited for. Years of Lead, 5 classic Italian crime thrillers. So I'm going to get into how this is sort of context, or the context for all this, what this is, why you may or may not be interested in this. And I'm going to give you some, if you're into what I read off, I'm going to dive into the genre, Paulus Jesse, which of course I can't say properly. They're Italian mafia movies, and they're really cool because, they came out in the 70s, early 70s, and The Godfather was a hot movie then. But, the Italians, they had the Italian mafia, so they're sort of experts in the topic too. So they were able to, do a fad, capitalize on it, pump out a bunch of movies. Some of them good, some of them not so much. But some of them are really good, and the whole thing is interesting. And it's worth a deep dive into a stream. So, of course, I hope you sub to my channel. I do a lot of content. I do 2 streams a week, and I upload 3 to 4 times a week. It's every other day. So, yeah, it's a party. It's a party on Mystic and Severe Radio. So, you can also go to ckcufm.com for full broadcasts. Just try to find Mystic and Severe on the program schedule. And then join the Facebook group, Mystic and Severe on CKCUFM, for daily updates. And also get daily updates on Twitter. I'm movie_mystic. And on Instagram, Movie Mystic 2021. I post every day on those sites. And then I also upload, twice a week on Letterboxd with my reviews of the broadcast. But I also, from time to time, will just show you something else I'm watching. Like today, I just started watching Conflicted, the Griselda movie. And I did not actually finish Conflicted. I got like half an hour in, and it's like a 2-hour movie. 2 hours and 10 minutes, to be precise. But that's a cool gangster movie. Got me in the mood for types of gangster stuff, gangster films. So let's just get into it, man. So Years of Lead, 5 classic Italian crime thrillers, 1973 to 1977. So this is a cool box set because while it says classic Italian crime thrillers, that's sort of a loose term in the sense. None of these movies are necessarily classic in the sense like you might know them, like Star Wars, Gone with the Wind, American History. Oh, I don't know, not American History X. Lord of the Rings, Avatar, The Avengers. It might not be a classic like you might not roll off the tongue. But even within the genre, I would say these are. I've seen some of these movies, and not all of them. I would say these are sort of deep cuts, and this is for further appreciation. So if you're immediately excited by this set, you probably know something about the genre. But I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. Maybe point you in the right direction to get excited for this, and maybe get it, maybe you won't want it, but whatever. There are some cool box sets coming out in 2021. You got the Eurocrypt Christopher Lee box set, which I did a stream about a little while back from Severin Films. And then Vinegar Syndrome says they have a bunch of box sets coming out this year. They announced one that didn't really do much for me, but they've been doing the Forgotten Gialli series, which are great. I recommend those. 2 and 3 are still available. And then, of course, I think the thing that most people are talking about is the Wong Kar-wai set, by most people. I'm talking about Blu Ray collectors. The Wong Kar-wai set from Criterion. Now, the thing about the Wong Kar-wai set by Criterion is I'm sure it's excellent. I'm sure it's just wonderful. But it is steep in price. It's like $200 Canadian. And as you can see here, this is $98.98 with, of course, shipping and handling. But you do the pre-order, you're going to spend just over $100 with the Wong Kar-wai set. You're paying like about $200 for, and the Wong Kar-wai set is 7 movies, and this is 5. Now, of course, I'm not saying these are as like significant or as good as the Wong Kar-wai movies. I'm a big Wong Kar-wai fan, but they are certainly cool movies to have, and this is a little bit more affordable. So I gotta say, I think this is, if I was gonna go for a box set this summer, this is probably the one I would lean towards. The Eurocrypt one is cool too, and so is the Wong Kar-wai. But I would ideally like all 3. That'd be great. But if I could just pick one, I would probably go for Years of Lead. Hence this string. So this site is Unobstructed View. So if you use Unobstructed View, you are Canadian. They are Toronto based. If you're an American, you're definitely using Diabolic DVD. And if you are out of North America, I don't know where the hell you buy your movies, man. I just don't know. So this is coming from Arrow Video as well. And Arrow, right here, Arrow Films, boom. They have done some great box sets. Some include the Herschel Gordon Lewis set, the Female Prisoner 701 set, what else? The Gamera set looks fantastic. I didn't get that though, unfortunately. But I do have the Herschel Gordon Lewis set. Oh, and then of course the Battles Without Honor and Humanity set. And the Shida Tsukamoto set, I have that too. The Graveyards of Honor set is great. Little cool 2-pack. Not Tupac Shakur. A 2-pack. And then, the De Niro and De Palma films. I love that box set. It's so cool that they did that box set. Death Walks Twice is cool. I like those movies. And what else? I think those are all I have. I'm literally looking at them right behind me right now. Sister Street Fighter's in a box set, but it's like 4 movies in a release. That was a fantastic release. Arrow Video, for me, does the big weird thing. While like Severin and Vinegar are deep cuts, you can get like Deep Red or Django off Arrow. And I love Arrow for that. Because, I'm not one of these haters. Like, you need to only see the movie that nobody's heard of to be cool, or you're a poser. I'm not like that, man. It's all good. And, we shouldn't be like that as film fans. We should just be pals with each other and encourage people along their cinematic journey if they're even taking one. Because, you need to get dates too, man. You can watch movies, but you need to get dates too, man. And you're going to just scare people away with that attitude. They're going to want nothing to do with you. You get intolerant like that, man. So okay. Years of Lead, 5 classic Italian crime thrillers, 1973, 1977. And this is what we got. We got Savage 3, Like Rabid Dogs, Colt 38, Highway Racer, and sorry, I'm going to hop over here. It's No, the case is happily resolved. Okay. Solved. Let's read the write-up. So it's on 3 discs. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. So I'm guessing you get 2 per disc, and then on... Wait, what? That's weird. It looks like there's 5 Blu-rays right there. I don't understand. Number of discs, 3. So you're probably getting 2 movies per disc, and then the last disc has, more supplemental features. All right, let's read this right up. The 1970s were a time of intense uncertainty and instability in Italy. Political corruption and widespread acts of left and right-wing terrorism alongside a breakdown in social cohesion and a loss of trust in public institutions, such as the government and police, created a febrile atmosphere of cynicism, paranoia, and unexploded rage. I do not know if I said the word febrile correctly. Do not know what that word means. Throughout this period, these sentiments found expression in a series of brutal, often morally ambiguous crime thrillers, which tapped into the atmosphere of violence and instability that defined the so-called Years of Lead. So I love that name. As even though these are Italian crime movies and this is a British label, Years of Lead is such like a blunt, almost American-sounding name. I love that. It's great marketing. So this box set gathers 5 films from the heyday of the Polizieschi, the umbrella term used to describe the diverse body of films. In Vittorio Salerno's Savage 3 and Mario Imperioli's Like Rabid Dogs, random acts of violence committed by vicious young sociopaths threaten the fragile fabric of respectable society. And Massimo Dallamano's Colt 38 Special Squad and Stelvio Massi's Highway Racer, renegade cops battle against red tape and political corruption turn to new and morally dubious methods to dispense justice. Finally, class dynamics are explored and Salerno's No, the case is happily resolved, as an innocent man finds himself under suspicion for a savage crime committed by a highly respected member of society. Oh la la. Decried by critics for their supposedly fascistic overtones, so kind of true, the Polizieschi were in fact more ideologically varied and often considerably more nuanced than such superficial readings would suggest, and proved a huge hit with theatergoers who responded to their articulation of present-day social concerns, featuring an impressive lineup of Euro-cult stars, including Joel D'Alessandro from The Climber, Ivan Razumov from Your Vice is a Locked Room and Only I Have the Key, which is like the longest title ever for a movie, Maurizio Merli, classic, from Violent City, and Enrico Maria Salerno from The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. This collection of stylish, hard-hitting Eurocrime thrillers showcases the range and breadth of the genre and is a must-have for newcomers and grizzled veterans alike. That's a fun write-up. I like that. So, obviously, it's a 2K, it's not 4K. Original, okay. Great. English subtitles for Italian soundtracks. Optional English subtitles for the, okay. So, a new visual essay by critic Will Webb. I do not know who that is. Interview with director Vittorio Salerno and actress Martine Brochard on Savage 3. Well, that's nice. Interview with actor Joe D'Alessandro on Savage 3. Well, okay. Interview with cinematographer Romano Albani and historian Fabio Malelli on Like Rabid Dogs. Oh, it's always nice when you get the local critics. I like that perspective. A la Fulci for Fake. Interview with assistant director Claudio Bernabi on Like Rabid Dogs. Like Rabid Dogs music sampler. Oh, I love that. I love that you get some of the music. It would be nice if it came with a CD, though. Interview and introduction by composer Silvio Cipriani on Colt 38 Special Squad. Well, obviously that's an old interview since he's dead. R.I.P. I did actually a Mystic and Severe broadcast called Farewell Silvio, where I played a lot of his music. Interview with editor Antonio Siciliano on Colt 38 Special Squad. Interview with historian Roberto Corti on Highway Racer. Interview with director Vittorio Salerno on No, the Case is Happily Resolved. No, the Case is Happily Resolved alternate ending, trailers, poster galleries, reversible sleeves. And then the booklet, which I'm excited by, because I've interviewed like 3 out of 5 of these people. Troy Howarth, who I've interviewed like 4 times. Michael McKenzie, I interviewed him once. Rachel Nisbet, I have not interviewed her, but I would love to. Kat Ellinger, I've interviewed her 3 times. And James Oliver, I do not know who that is. So that's what it is. That's a lot of stuff. That's a fair amount of stuff. Yeah, I get it. It's not like the Wong Kar-wai set, but as much stuff as like that. But this is a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff. And these are kind of deep dives, deep cuts. I'm off for it. Alright, so I just slapped that meat on your plate. But let's do some homework. What is a polizgetzi? So here we are on Wikipedia. It constitutes a subgenre of crime and action films that emerged in Italy from the late 1960s and reached the height of their popularity in the 1970s. They're also known as, I'm not going to say that, Eurocrime, Italian crime, spaghetti crime films, or simply Italian crime films. Italian crime films is like, your savings plan. Influenced by both 1970s French crime films. Oh, those are so cool. Especially the Melville movies. Well, he's more of a 60s dude. But, just like the generic French crime movies of the 70s. Those are awesome. And then, movies like The French Connection and what else? Dirty Harry. Those kind of movies for the States. They were made amidst an atmosphere of socio-political turmoil in Italy and increasing Italian crime rates. The films generally feature graphic and brutal violence, organized crime, car chases, vigilantism, heists, gunfights, and corruption up to the highest levels. The protagonists were generally tough working-class loners, willing to act outside a corrupt or overly bureaucratic system. Yeah, that's a little fascist. So, I'm not going to read all that, but this is helpful because you've got a long list. Oh, it's like chronological. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Oh, Contraband's like the last good one, according to Wikipedia. That's interesting. I feel like there's some of the 80s. I don't know, but I could be wrong though. But Contraband is amazing. Just to talk about Contraband for a second. It's by Fulci, right? So it's like a horror gangster movie, basically. It's like a gangster movie that's so violent it feels like a horror movie. I love Contraband. I freaking love Contraband. A lot of these movies are great. I'll just skim this quickly. So, Violent City, great. Caliber 9, Manhunt, I'm going to talk about those soon. Excellent. High Crime, I don't know if I can cover that. The Violent Professionals is cool. Revolver is cool. The Boss, amazing. It's like the Superman of this genre. Gang War Milan is cool. Emergency Squad is cool. Street Law I love. Almost Humans, maybe my favorite of these. What Have They Done to Your Daughters? Yeah, that's a good one. Shoot First, Die Later. I'm going to get to that too. Killer Cop I like. Manhunt in the City. Okay. Kidnap Syndicate's cool. Syndicate Status is cool. Violent Rome is excellent. There's gaps here in my knowledge, but still it's okay. Violent Naples I love. Mr. Scarface, yeah, that's great. We'll get into that in a second. The Big Rack is great. Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man is fun. It's interesting to see the Cannibal Holocaust director do his thing in this genre. The Tough Ones, we're going to get to that too. Colt 38 Special Squad, that's the set. The Cynic, The Rat, The Fist is excellent. The Heroin Busters is pretty cool. A Man Called Magnum's fun. Convoy Busters I like. And From Corleone to Brooklyn I like a lot too. And then, like I said, Contraband's great. So, actors include, directors include. So I'd say Umberto Lenzi's maybe the best in this. It's certainly the genre he's best at because he's like a traveling director or I don't know what you call him, but he does all kinds of different genres. Whatever was working at the time for him. So he does cannibal movies, giallos, these movies, action movies. But he's really great at these kinds of movies. And then Fernando De Leo, I think, is my favorite. Sergio Martino's cool with them too. Fulci's cool. Enzo Castellari's great. I love Street Law. Yeah. And then, all those other dudes. Oh, Domanio Domani. I love Domanio Domani's ones because he's, I find his are the most intelligent. I didn't say the best. I said the most intelligent. And then you got Mario Adorf is great. Ursula Andress is so sexy. Carol Baker, okay. Helmut Berger is really cool. There's a funny line in Jackie Brown where Samuel Jackson's they're watching a movie that Helmut Berger's in, Apollo's Jetsi, and Samuel Jackson walks by and he says, "Is that Rutger Hauer?" And Bridget Fonda says, "Nah, it's Helmut Berger." Great line. Oh yeah, Charles Bronson did one. Violent City is great. Luke Miranda is like such a poster boy of this genre, but he looks like a baby too. Henry Silva is amazing in these movies. John Saxon, I don't like DeLong. What? I'm confused. George Eastman. Yeah, he would be in movies. I've never seen the Eli Wall one. I don't think I have. And Fred Williamson. What the hell? What is going on, man? So there's a huge write-up saying they're fascist and stupid here. But they're amazing. And they are probably fascist. And you shouldn't find your politics in them. Don't be a fascist. So, more context. Eurocrime. Okay, go away. Eurocrime, the Italian cop and gangster films that ruled the 70s. So this is cool. This is a cool documentary that Variety is reviewing, and which I've seen and like. Mike Malloy's long but lively documentary taps a first-rate lineup of surviving participants to reminisce about their decade spent toiling in Molto Italio ripoffs of the era's blockbuster U.S. Cop keepers and mafia mellers. Okay. So that kind of says it all right there, man. So Mike, go away, come on. I'm doing a stream, man. So Mike did a cool documentary about the genre, which you could probably find on Tubi. You can read the review on Variety to see if it appeals to you. Let's see. I'm not sure if it's available. Yes! So get Tubi, it's for free. Do it, go for it. And you can find my interview with Mike Malloy. Look at this, Mike Malloy interview by Michael O'Keefe. On this YouTube channel, you can find it. So get down with that. We're talking about the tough ones. This is like the best, or like the most deluxe treatments one of these movies has gotten on Blu Ray from the folks at Grindhouse Releasing. I'm not saying it's the best one. I'm saying, 2 Blu Rays and a CD. That's like, I remember going through the second disc with the interviews, and it was like seemingly endless. There were so many interviews, man. So if you like hearing Italian people talk, basically, buy this Blu-ray. And the soundtrack's pretty good, too. However, but I think, before, if I'm going to be honest, before getting Years of Lead, I would pick up these sets. Fernando DeLeo, The Italian Crime Collection, Volume 2, and... No. This is Volume 2. I thought I had one loaded up. Here's Volume 1. So, this is like the cream of the crop, in my opinion. Milano Caliber 9, The Italian Connection, Il Boss, and Rulers of the City. Oh, this is like an import one. I don't even know if you... No, come on, give me the English. I don't know, man. But check those out. Here are the movies. Savage 3. Get on my IMDb. Let's do the write-up. Alright. The Savage 3 are 3 young men fresh into the world who work together at a computer analyst company. All 3 appear to be calm, level-headed, well-educated young men with the world at their fingertips. They're best friends, working together by day and playfully carousing at night. Dominated by a video played by the handsome Joe Dasorando. The 3 young men soon evolve from well-mannered professionals to violent criminals. So it's like a warped coming-of-age movie, I guess. Okay. So that's fun. It's fun. It sounds like Mama Roma. A great Pasolini movie you should watch. Alright, so... Like Rabid Dogs. So there's a movie called Rabid Dogs, directed by Mario Bava, which I'm actually not a big fan of. I think it's just decent. And the remake that came in 2015, like, I'm even less of a fan of that. I thought that was an interesting opportunity to remake a movie that's not great, but that has interesting things and to improve upon it. But they did a worse job. So I don't know about all this one. even though it's got like some name recognition for me because obviously I've seen Rabbit Dogs. So Tony is a young member of an upper class Roman family. He lives a hectic double life, and under the guise of good student, he likes to persecute and kill prostitutes in the company of a couple of friends. All right, well that's messed up. 6.2 out of 10, and there you go. Directed by Mario Imperioli. I wonder if he's related to Michael Imperioli. No, I don't know. I don't know what he died at 46. Damn, man, he died like right after this movie. That's insane. I guess he was really about that life. So, and then we got Colt 38 Special Squad. So I'm pretty sure I have seen this movie. This is the one I think I've seen. So in this, Paul Stetsy and Commissioner Marcel Boussouffi forms a secret motorized brigade in order to fight a dangerous terrorist, Ivan Razumov, depositing bombs in the city of Turin. Now, what's not to like about that? Let's see if we can see any pictures here. Looks like a party to me, man. Let's go back to the Rabbit Dogs, see if they have pictures there. Fun stuff, huh? Ooh. Looks cool to me. Savage 3. Alright. Yep. Yeah, looks cool. Whoa. What the hell is going on here? Oh, boys. Fun. Alright. Highway Racer. So this is fun because it's got Maurizio Morelli. They have great stories about him in the Eurocrime documentary. So a hotshot police driver has more guts than brains. Often landing him in hot water with his middle-aged mentor, who was once a legendary police interceptor responsible for numerous large-scale arrests. Okay. So there, out of all the movies, you can find a trailer for this. I'm actually going to avoid playing this. Yeah, so you can, I'm sort of cheating. Looks like a party. Yeah, I'm not going to play it though. And then our last movie, No, the Case is Happily Resolved, which is a very stubborn, contradictory title. Okay. Looks okay. Looks different. Well, okay, not anymore. Anyways, that is that, my friends. Years of Lead. I talked for half an hour, basically. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the set, Years of Lead. You can order it on Unobstructed View. I think that is the only place where you can pre-order it right now. It'll be coming out, let's see, June 22nd. So it's a little wait. But I thought, I gave you some homework to potentially pre-order this. You could watch the Eurocrime documentary, directed by Mike Malloy, and then you can even listen to me talk to Mike Malloy. If you want to get hyped about wanting to get hyped, listen to me talk to Mike Malloy, and then that in turn will make you want to watch Eurocrime, and then that will make you want to watch more Paulus Jesse movies. Whether they're fascists or not, I don't know. I gotta go, guys. It's Easter. Things are busy right now, but thanks for rocking with me. Peace.